Alright, so I'm glad you didn't kill yourself. That would have been pretty shitty, but I thought that was pretty normal to just eat a bunch of shit in your garage with the gas burning. So my story, I was recently new to LA, and I noticed there are hummingbirds everywhere. I was like, that's pretty sweet, you know, he's got hummingbirds. I like hummingbirds. Hummingbirds are dope. So I'm like, get on Amazon, and I was crashing with my friend at the time, so I had an address. It was cool. So I ordered the hummingbird feeder. It comes in the mail. I get all excited. You know, it's 1 p.m. I roll out of bed, go downstairs. And the thing about me, I don't really like wearing clothes too much. They're just usually athletic shorts and shirtless. You know, just how I roll. It's comfortable. Like the wind to blow between my legs. So I go downstairs. You know, the doorman's down, and I'm in there, and I've got tattoos. You know, I'm rocking it out, and he looks me up and down. You're a naked man. My accent's gonna go in and out, so just bear with me. You're a naked man. Why are you naked? Oh shit, I'm jumping the gun actually. So I asked him for the package, and and he goes in to get it, you know, and he's just a little surly. I'm just like, oh Lord, I was like, what's gonna happen? And I'm like not paying attention, you know, since we're used to not wearing clothes, so I'm comfortable. And he goes to get the package, and he comes back, and he's like, you're a naked man. Like I'm not naked. Not naked, dude, you know, so I'm like, all right, this is kind of awkward. I was like, you know, I'm sorry, man. He's like, you know, the rules state you have to be fully clothed and not naked in the lobby. I was like, all right, man, I'm going upstairs. So they put some clothes on to go back down. And I'm like, you know, I don't really appreciate, like, the way I was like, you know, if you got an issue, just tell me. I didn't know, you know, I'm not trying to cause any problems. He's like, well, there's women that live here. There's women that live here. And I was like, I know there's women that live here. I'm one of them. I'm a beautiful woman. So no, I'm just kidding. But I got like offended because, you know, I really do respect women, and I wouldn't want to make anyone uncomfortable. So I'm like, I started arguing with him. He said, you know what? He's like, I don't need this, man. I don't need this. He's like, I'm gonna go get the manager. And so I'm like, fuck this. So I go back upstairs, and you know, about 5 minutes pass. I'm like, you know, putting on a playlist, about to jump in the shower. And so I hear like a bang, 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 like at the door, just like crazy. I'm like, oh Lord, here we go. So I look, check out the people, and there's just like two angry looking guys. I'm like, they want to see naked? So I just open the door, and just slide around like one of these guys. They just go fucking crazy and like try to come in. So I had to like, you know, I'm not naked, like balls just swinging, you know, it's just a mess. I'm just shoulder to the door, because they're trying to come in, and I don't know what's going on. It's the craziest thing that happened. And so I get the door closed, and they go back downstairs. And I mean, meanwhile, this hummingbird feeder, it's fucking immaculate. Hummingbirds just swarming around it like crazy, you know, just going to fucking town, making their lives. So I'm like freaking out at this point, and my friend texts me, he's like, hey, why is the manager calling me? He's like, why are they saying that you're naked in the lobby and naked at the door? And I'm like, oh dear Lord, how do I always get myself in these situations? So, you know, I like talk him down, and then it's about like, you know, 4 o'clock, time to go to work. So I'm like, fuck, how do I leave this apartment? You know, like this is a situation I've gotten myself into. And then, so I do character acting as well. So I've got a bunch of wigs and some pretty sweet dresses and stuff going on. So I'm like, ooh, this is like a perfect little espionage thing I can do. So I, you know, throw on this really horrible blonde wig and like, you know, throw a hat on, try to look as surfer as possible, put some sunglasses on. My friend comes and picks me up and like run through the lobby, because I mean, the situation's just like still exploding. And luckily I got into his car, and yeah, so I guess that's my story about escalating situations. And I learned in a important lesson that day. Thanks, guys. Woo!